Hi, welcome back to the second video. In this we'll be looking into AWS CodeCommit. AWS CodeCommit is a relatively new feature added by Amazon. It's a kind of remote repository which you can access using Git, and you can track the changes that you made to your code. You can push the changes to your remote repository and clone it. It's just like a GitHub but proprietary of AWS. Okay, with that let's get started. Let's get started with installing few of the AWS command line interfaces that CodeCommit requires. Okay, I am moving into developer tools, CodeCommit. Currently AWS is not supported in so many regions. It's only supported in US East Virginia. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is create new repository. Okay, create a new repository. For this we'll be using demo hello website. Okay, and the description is not mandatory, but I'll give the same test app for videos. Okay, now I'll hit on create repository. Okay, now let's get started. The first thing it asks for is install Git, that we have done in the previous video. Once we have Git, we'll get the bash editor automatically. This is the bash editor I have. Okay, done with 2 steps. Now open bash emulator and create a public key using Ssh Keygen. Okay, this is the fun part. Whenever you want to push your changes done to your local repository to a remote repository, you need some kind of authentication. For authentication, whenever you want to do SSH, you need a key pair. For that we'll be using Ssh Keygen to generate a key. We'll be going along with the documentation that Amazon provides. Open a bash emulator. Okay, type in Ssh Keygen. Let's copy this and let me clear this, and SSH Keygen. Okay, and hit enter. Now it will ask for a phrase. In this case, let the phrase be best boy. Oh, sorry. This is not the phrase. It is asking what is the file name that it wants us to give. In this case, let us go to. Okay, it's showing C username dot ssh CodeCommit RSA. Copy this last part. Okay, let's do this. Let us copy this. Copy. Clear. Ssh Keygen. It is asking us a file where to generate that SSH and store it. We want it to be paste. Only thing that we want to change is the name. We want it CodeCommit RSA. Paste. Okay, and hit enter. Now it created a directory in that. Now it's asking for a phrase. Passphrase is basically a kind of password like thing. It asks for this every time. In our case, let us give it as hello space WORLD. Okay, it's asking again hello WORLD. Okay, now the passwords matched and it has created a SHA-26 encrypted, and this is the RSA key. To locate it, we need to go to users snpb SSH. Okay, let us move there. Users simpbh dot ssh. See, it has created codecommit.rsa, codecommit.pub. pub stands for public, and rsa we'll be using them in a little while. Now we need to move to there, and we need to type notepad, this one, pub, or else you can even directly go here, open it, open with more apps, notepad, and click OK. Okay, this is basically the SH key. Okay, or let's open, open bash here and go to pad notepad. .pub. Okay, it opened. The same thing. Copy all its contents and close this. We'll be needing this a little while later. Okay, now we have copied everything. User at the rate computer name. Sign into IAM. Be careful whenever you want to give administrative rights or some rights, you need to have IAM access. Now let's move into console/IAM. Okay, here once you are there, in the IAM roles in the navigation panel, choose users. From the list of users, choose IAM user. Okay, in the security and credentials tab, you need to upload a SSH private key. Okay, for me, I am in a group, and this is my group. Permissions, not permissions, user. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. I need to select my user first, the user currently I am logged in with. Where is this? Where am I? Okay, I need to click security credentials. Okay, in this, upload SSH key. Okay, click here, paste the content. Okay, and click on upload SSH key. Done. Now check the time. Today is 10:03 and we have this SSH key ID. Okay, now done with that. Again, let's return back to this. Paste the contents, copy and save the SSH key ID, for example this one. Okay, now we need to open notepad and try to create a file, config. Where is this? Okay, I am in SSH. Paste it, config. Do you want to create file? Yes. I'll show you a small thing that we have missed. Okay, now it's asking to save git host username and RSA, this thing. Copy this, paste it here, and we need to change this. Just wait a minute. I copied this. Go here, replace this example with our original one. Okay, now hit save. The one thing that you need to notice is it's saved as .txt file, but it should not be .txt file. It should be just simply config. Properties, sorry, view, file name extensions. Okay, hit F2 and remove this .txt. It will ask, click yes. Okay, now we have our config file. Now this talks to this. Okay, now we can test it by going to this. Paste ssh git -codecommit.usa1region.amazon. What it says? Yes, I want to connect. Enter the phrase hello space WORLD. you have successfully authenticated over SSH. You can use Git to interact with the Amazon CodeCommit. This is what we are waiting for. Now we have access to push our code into this remote repository. Okay. To know the version, let us run this once. Let me clear. Enter phrase for key. Hello. I guess I got it wrong. HELLOWORLD. You are successfully authenticated over SSH. Okay. Exit status -1. Got. Now we have successfully added our authentication steps to Git. Now we can push any changes to Git. Okay. Now let's move. Attach the IAM user SSH keys, IAM user read-only access policies to the appropriate code commit managed policy. Okay. Currently, I as a user have IAM read-only access as well as IAM user keys access. Along with that, we should also have code commit manage policy. I have code commit full access, so I have satisfied all the 4 criterias. Now that we have everything, let us try to push the changes that we made. Okay, there is another option as well. We have created our local repository using git init. Instead of using that, we can clone a remote repository using git clone as well. We'll look both. Okay. For the time being, let us close this. Now I need SSH. Anything. You can either choose HTTPS or you can even choose SSH. Copy. Hold on for a second. I'll just show you one thing before moving. Let me come back. Okay. Here, let us try to clone our repository that we have recently created. Let me create a new folder stating CodeCommit repo. Open this, and here I will open git bash. Let me close all the other git bashes. Okay, now I have only one git bash. Notice that in this I will be cloning our empty repository. It's giving this one. You can use either SSH or you can use HTTPS as well. Let's try with HTTPS also to make sure that working. Git clone the name of the repository, cloning into. Okay, over here it is asking for username and password. If you are using HTTPS, let's try the same. With SSH. See, it has bought it, but let me delete this. Git bash here, git clone, go select SSH, select control copy, come here, paste it. Now it's asking for the phrase hello world. Okay, here is a warning, you appear to have cloned an empty repository. Okay, but it's okay, we have did it intentionally. See, now we have a new folder. The same thing, we used git init for creating this, and now it created it for ourselves. Open git bash here. Okay, now let us test git status. Nothing is there. Now let us add some files here. And now git status. See, it's showing you have a list of files to be committed, added for staging. Okay, let's add all these to staging. Git add dot. Okay, now git status. These are all files that are added for staging, and we will try to save them, commit them to the local repository. Git commit -m default web app DOWNLOADD downloaded from INTERNET. Okay, this is the first thing. We have committed it. Now we will push this local repository which is committed into CodeCommit. For that, the first thing is we need to check whether we have our our remote repositories URL in our origin. For that, let me clear this and type git remote. Okay, it has origin. Okay, git remote -v. See, now it has git. See, it has SSH access and it has our remote demo hello website. Now let us try to push this. Git push origin, and we want to push the master branch of it, so we give master master and hit enter. It's asking for the phrase hello world. See, counting objects 89 done. Delta compression using 4 threads. Compressed objects 100%. Writing objects total 89. Reused 0. Once it has done completely, we'll get the control back. Okay, remote processing to SSH master. Now it has successfully wrote everything. Now let us refresh our code commit. Okay, now the all beautiful thing, we have our website ready. Done. Nice. Okay, now let us try to make some change. Let's see index. Okay, its title says freelance bootstrap. Let me find its header once. Okay, let me do that locally and try to push it. We don't need this. Okay, this is hello. Now let me show you. Clear git status. Nothing changes are there. Now let's try to shit, I don't have Notepad++. Give me a second, I'll just install that and come back. Hi, welcome back. Now I have installed Notepad++. Let me edit this with Notepad++ and let me try to find start bootstrap. Let me run this in Chrome once so that okay, let's try to change this or this. Control Shift I for inspecting this. Where is it? In the intro text. It is inside intro text. Control find. Okay, I got it. Let me change hello apps. Okay, now I have changed this. I'll close and we'll try to run this. Okay, now it's showing hello apps. Now let's do the same thing. Now let's check git status status. See, it is showing now. Modified index.html. Yes, we did that. Now we need to put it for staging. Add dot, or you can even go .html. Okay, I have added it. Git status. Okay, git commit. Give it a message. Change the web page main header. One file changed, one insertion and one deletion. Okay, now let me clear git push origin master master branch. It will ask for the phrase hello world. Total 3 used. Done. Now let us move back. Let us move to code. Let us see commits. See, it's showing default web app downloaded from internet. This was the first one. Changed web page header a minute ago. If we go to code, find it here, showing hello apps. This is how we use CodeCommit. It's basically a remote repository just like GitHub. After this, let's try to mix CodeCommit along with code deploy and code pipeline. Thanks for watching, guys.